Happy New Year, everybody. We have made it to the last match summary of 2023. Every week I like to take a deck from the standard meta and run 50 matches of it in the best of one ladder, and kind of as a way to help you save time or money and explore the decks that are worth crafting. And this one is Boros Tokens. Every week there's a poll and a vote, and this week Boros Tokens won. And the deck is fun, I'll give it that, right? You've got Voldaren Epicure on turn 1, sets up creating a blood token that you can then make into 3/1/1s with the Gleeful Demolition. And then you've also got like Charming Scoundrel creates a treasure token when it enters the play, or Wicked Roll and has haste. Resolute Reinforcements is 2 bodies in 1. The Regal Bunnycorn gets absolutely huge with all of these things that create multiple cards in 1. You've got Warden of the Inner Sky that you can use to tap those rectangles that you're creating. You've got the Frontliner, which works if you don't have the Epicure, you can do the Frontliner to set up the Gleeful Demolition. And then there's the Sanguine Evangelist, which is particularly nice because it's 3 cards in 1, so it helps flood the board with a bunch of little tokens. And then this is your like win condition. Imidane's Recruiter, especially when you already have a Sanguine Evangelist in play with the Battle Cry, that's going to give everything +1/+0, so everything gets +2/+0 in haste, and it hits your opponent really hard. And then the other thing that you can do with all these little rectangles that you're playing is play out a Knight-Errant of Eos, and everything in the deck other than the Knight-Errant of Eos costs 3, so you can convoke into multiple threats. And by turn 3 it's not uncommon to have like 5 things on the board and a Knight-Errant of Eos, and then turn 4 play like Gleeful Demolition and an Imidane's Recruiter, or the Frontliner and the Recruiter. The one thing that I will say though is that the mana has been a little inconsistent, and I think that's why there's 1 copy of the Thran Portal and then 1 copy of Mirix, and it's pretty equally split between the red and green, slightly more white. Sorry, red and green, red and white, slightly more white than red, but it feels like sometimes the mana you get stuck. And anytime you're playing 2 colors, you're going to lose some games to that. So anyway, I'll pick out my favorite games from the 50 matches and then do a match summary at the end. Enjoy. All right, opponent is going first. We're on the draw. We have the Voldaren Epicure into Gleeful Demolition, which I really like, but once again, kind of not able to do it because we don't have the red source. So what we can do is we can double spell. We could go like Frontliner into Gleeful Demolition on turn 2, and then turn 3 we've got turn 4 into Knight-Errant. That seems okay. We could also just wait to do the Gleeful Demolition and play out the Frontliner on 1, because we do have the Warden of the Inner Sky. Okay, we've got Thran Portal. Guess I do Thran Portal as red. Next turn I can go Gleeful Demolition and Warden of the Inner Sky. What's this? Zeus's Many Journeys, huh? Interesting. Alternatively, I could have done the Knight-Errant of Eos. That was probably better than hitting for 1 damage. And we've got 3. I think the 3 lands is going to be enough. All right, so could have gone into Knight-Errant of Eos to set up doing the Imidane's Recruiter on 3. So took a little bit of a slower line. Let's hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Okay, so if they have a Sunfall, it's kind of just too bad. Go Resolute Reinforcements into Frontliner, tap 3 of the things that aren't attacking. Do a Knight-Errant of Eos. There it is. Okay, so I think, yeah, the Knight-Errant of Eos should have been played out on 5. That was my mistake. And then if we do hit a land, we can do the frontliner with the recruiter. Then we just kind of hope they don't have a board wipe. And I could go tap, tap, tap to put a +1/+1 counter on it. I think I'll go for the more damage. So if they slam Sunfall here, that was definitely a mistake on my part. Okay, up the beanstalk is not Sunfall. I can live with that. Alright, so... Can't do anything... yeah, we'll just slam the Imodane's Recruiter and attack, right? Okay, Leyline Binding hits my 4/4. We're at 20 HP. I don't think we have 10 things getting through, but they'll be very low life. Make something... I think it's +1/+1. I guess we'll keep the Warden alive instead of being traded. Alright, 2 HP. And now if they Sunfall, like, we can frontliner and get them for the last 2 damage. And then Charming Scoundrel is going to do it too. Okay, puts them to 5. Found the white. Alright, can they live? I think it's probably best to just try to spread out as much damage as possible. Okay, that looks good. Looks good. I've also done the Charming Scoundrel, made a treasure, and gone for pumping the Warden, but I think I just want to make sure everything is 2 damage. You're dead. Alright. We're on the play. We have a Gleeful Demolition, which kind of looks like a dead card. It's kind of like a Mold of 6. We've got Regal Bunnycorn, which will then attack as a 3/3 with the Resolute Reinforcements. And then we got our win condition. Seems good enough. It's not an instant. I guess I'll play out the Mountain instead of a Gonjo, because a Gonjo can be a spell if we hit, like, if we top deck lands. There. That's not a helpful land, so we gotta go with Gonjo into... And we could do the Resolute Reinforcements, but I think Regal is better. It attacks as a 3/3. And because of Monstrous Rage, I think blocking mono red is generally a bad idea. Like, we wouldn't double block with the Resolute Reinforcements there anyway. There we go. That's interesting. So we can go create a treasure token and then Gleeful Demolition it. You buddy. Now it's attacking as a 5/5. Now we could also just do the Knight-Errant of Eos. And try 5 damage. I think I like it. Let's see. Next turn we go Imodane's Recruiter. Is it better to have played the Knight-Errant or have them at 15? Hit for 6 plus 8, 14 damage. I think would be 1 damage shy. Oh no, but then we have the Imodane's Recruiter. So as long as they're not going to block, I think I just go for the lethal line and skip out on the Knight-Errant of Eos. Alright. Because like if they're just going for straight attacking, then Imodane's Recruiter should be lethal. Okay, I like this. Go for another Monstrous Rage. So 8 plus 6 is 14, so even if they shock the Imodane's Recruiter, they're still dead here. Pretty sure this is just GG, my dude. Very online dad. So there they go, they play with fire Imodane's Recruiter. If I counted it correctly, they're still dead. Nice! Alright, we got tap lands, but... See, this happens so often where I want to just be able to turn 1 Epicure into turn 2 Gleeful Demolition and play like a 1-drop. This happens so often. Guess we'll do it a little bit later. We can still do the Epicure and then Gleeful Demolition next turn, so it's not like, oh no, we're stuck on white. Okay, well we can do it the following turn. So Regal Bunnycorn's gonna get huge. Will they cut it down? Right, so we could do the Gleeful Demolition now. Or just flash in the Resolute Reinforcements. I have to go for the throat. I get lost, okay. And we have lots of map tokens. But no board! So this gives me 5. This is a pretty good rebuild to the Wrath. And I have found that this this does rebuild relatively well. See if they've got another Wrath over there. You buddy. Seems okay. Now we could save the frontliner because we're gonna go. I guess if they do have another Wrath, then we at least get to attack with 2 things here. If they have another Wrath though, it's kind of just GG. This could get removed by, like, go for the throat or something. Fine. Please don't have another... Back-to-back Wraths would be pretty brutal. Oh, shoot. Phyrexian Obliterator, huh? Well, I say we have to go for... We just try to go for lethal. Okay. There we go. We have to sacrifice all of our lands and then hope we have enough. Go to 2. What do we need lands for? We don't need any lands, right? Like if they board sweep us now, this is GG. Alright. Okie dokie. 2 copies of Gleeful Demolition with no artifacts. We better be drawing our Voldaren Epic here, let me tell you. I wonder if we're supposed to trade here. I think I could see going either way, right? Yeah, the downside with this deck is that it does not have good removal. So, Harbin's fun. Turn this into... Okay, that's 3/1/1s eventually. I want to do turn 3 this, turn 4 this. So hopefully we draw land. Come on, land. I haven't seen the Azorius Flash Soldiers list in a little bit. It's kind of fun. Dang it. Didn't hit the Imidane's Recruiter, so... I don't quite have 3. I think what I'm doing here is... Epicure... Gleeful Demolition on the blood token. Okay. Now, I could sacrifice the treasure token to kill, like, Frontliner and create 3/1/1s, which sets me up to play the Recruiter no matter what. But I can do that next turn if we need to. Alright, you get 1 turn to kill me, lolzot. Here we go. Show me what you got. Okay. Oh, they'd be 3/1s, so that's better to do anyway. So we can tap the treasure instead of taking a damage for the recruitment officer. All right, is it enough? Who knows? Math is for blockers. It's a lot of 3/1s. And if we have, so we have 10. I think they have 3 blockers, so 10 gets through. 7, 11, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So I think they're at -1 if they just chump across the board. So their last card has to be something so that they're not dead here. And if they have that, then GG. Kaboom! Alright, we're on the play. We've got a mountain. Again, Gleeful Demolition with no artifacts. Seems to happen a fair amount. I think I like the Regal before the Resolute reinforcements, just so that they can grow the next turn. I guess I could play this and pump the Warden of the Inner Sky. Ah, wait. They gotta... Why would there be a pause on 0 mana? I mean, they have the phase, discard cards type thing. I'd rather pump with the Warden after combat than trade for a 1/1. It sucks that they just chump block it with 1, yeah. Surprise! Whoa! Third copy of Gleeful Demolition with no artifacts? I think not. See, that turn I could have... I wonder if I could have done the Knight-Errant of Eos. I think there's a chance here that next turn everything gets board wiped. Does it matter to attack with the bigger Regal Bunnycorn? I don't think so. I could hit a Voldaren Epicure with the Knight-Errant, right? Guess I'll do it pre-combat. Or the bigger Regal Bunnycorn, clearly. Alright, Invendane's Recruiter's good. And the Knight-Errant if we have to rebuild. Or we do the Frontliner so that we can Gleeful Demolition it. And then bring it back to the Gleeful Demolition again. I think this has probably got better rebuild if there is a Wrath coming. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to grab the other Knight-Errant. Oh, we could have Monstrous Rage. Maybe they're freaking out about the Monstrous Rage. Alright, so now they depopulate on 4. And we cry. Scry guy did nothing. Oh, damn. Okay, well, this is just too damn tempting, then. Eh? I mean, if they've got, like, a Wandering Emperor, they still take a ton of damage. Regal would die. Okay, so Regal Bunnycorn's dead. They're at 20 HP. They take 19 damage? Are they at 1?
This is what you get for hurting my
Damn it. Oh, they have a tap land? Okay, Sunset Revelry. They have 3 blockers. I think that's enough to still win, right? Guess I could play this and then Gleeful Demolition it. So they go block, block, block. It's 4 damage. So I just need to come up with 1 damage. So yeah, doing this, play this, and then unearth it so that it has haste. It should be lethal. Right? Oh, I could have even not taken the damage. Okay. I think we got him. Alright. Goodbye, Azorius Control. 2 tap lands. And nothing until turn 2. Probably should mulligan this. The mana leaves something to be desired. After playing 50 matches of this, I definitely feel like it's not ideal. We're against another Selesnya Enchantments? Oh my goodness. It's not fair. Well, that sets up a nice gleeful demolition. I'm gonna do it, like, maybe there's a chance that they block it, but I just don't think they're going to, like, get baited into it, so this gives them a nice 5 damage, though. And then if we hit a land, we get to go Gleeful Demolition into Recruiter. So maybe I'm just complaining about the lands too much. On land off the top. One time. Okay. Too bad we didn't hit the land. That would have been a disgusting turn. I don't think I want to just trade it with the Spirited Companion anyway, so I think this is fine. See if we can hit a 2-drop. We're not up against any Wraths, so at least there's that. That's a pretty big 2-drop. And then if we do hit something we want a 1-drop, this could create a treasure and then as a 1/1, but it's kind of whatever, right? I think we just want to take the frontliner. So it attacks as a 2/2 basically. I mean, I guess it's blocking now. I'd rather it block... Right, I'd rather it block now than the 8/8 later. So I probably should have attacked before I did all that. Right. Now they got the Jukai Naturalist. Ossification gets rid of Wriggled Bunnycorn. Audacity allows them to trade with the Knight-Errant. Alright, now we just start slamming these, though. Everything is good to go. Okay, so they're not dead yet, but they're looking pretty dead next turn. Finally defeated Selesnya Enchantments. Let's go! Wait, I spoke too soon. We might not have it. We're at 8. No, we're yeah. Pretty sure the slamming Imidane's Recruiters is just gonna be good enough. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Warden of the Inner Sky first. And then next turn, I can do the Frontliner into Gleeful Demolition. And then we can play this. Yeah, it seems good. Yeah, see, the bot even knows exactly. Auto Tapper not trying to destroy me here. It's just so much gas. Okay, do we want that? I want to try to find my Imidane's Recruiter. Up against Dimir. Champion of the Parish. Dimir Zombies? Huh? I think I like attacking all instead of pumping with the Warden here. Though it does help me find my Imidane's Recruiter. Dimir Zombies, 100%, like Cavern of Souls, Dimir Zombies. Cool. It's awesome. Wow, attack? Yeah, I was gonna say that's... Attacking there seems bold. So the 2/3 can't attack, the 2/1 can't attack. The 1/1 can. See if we can find an Imidane's Recruiter for next turn. There it is. And then the same thing, probably go 1-cost creatures. I don't have 1-cost creatures, so I guess we'll go for additional dig if they have like a counter spell to our recruiter. Oh, I guess the other way to think about it too is I could do another Knight-Errant of Eos. It depends on. I don't think Zombies is going to have a board wipe. They could. They could have a board wipe. I guess I'd rather keep up the Sundown Pass. Ooh, okay, that was not a particularly spicy one. Alright, I'm gonna pray for no board wipe. Here we go. This deck floods the board and it's so well. I mean, Terror Tide, right? They could wipe the board with... There are Wraths in black. Okay, Roaming Throne as a zombie, I'm not concerned with. Go boop. Shaboop. Shabam. You think it's enough? So much damage. Oh, don't salt rope me. They're just trying to calculate it up. But yeah, I think that they're just dead here. Got him. Alrighty. Oh man, we're up against MTG. The MTG. Again, faced with the Regal Bunnicorn versus Resolute Reinforcements, and I do think I will just go with the Regal Bunnicorn. it attacks better than the 2/1/1s. Just going removal.deck over here, okay. Would have been nice to hit a land there. Oh, okay. Hard on the removal. Did they miss the land drop? They missed the land drop. Okay. Removal.deck. Righto. Dump hand. Okay, that's a good dig unless they board wipe us here. It's just removal into, like, depopulate. Okay, Takashi's welcome is fine. Sprelv! Okay, I was like, do they have anything other than removal? I think I'm just gonna tap everything here. We have 4 mana. I don't want to play this, but the Regal's pretty good too. No whammies. Please? I guess I could have flashed in the Resolute Reinforcements later. I guess I should leave back. Alright, so that is an incredibly wide board. No farewell. Alright. No Sunfall. Sprelv's Hive is fine. What in the world is this? Is it mono white control? It's fine. Recruitment officer off the top. Come on, baby. Damn it. Alright, so draw a card for 2. Seems fine. Oh, and I can tap it first? It's kind of tempting. Because it doesn't need to tap to do it. Don't want that. Alright, I won't make that mistake then. I guess I'll go for the... flash in later, because it... I guess I could go for an additional pump on Warden if I do it now, but I think I'd rather play around the Wrath. Potential Wrath here. Yeah, interesting deck. Mono white control. Definitely felt like a homebrew. Thanks for watching to the end of my video. The deck did okay. You know, it did above 50%. Kind of felt a little bit coin flippy. But in Mythic, any deck that's holding the 50% win rate, like, you can use to climb the ladder to Mythic. And it did struggle a little bit against mono red, which is always a problem in the best of 1 ladder. If it doesn't do well against mono red, it's a pretty common matchup. And then another common matchup that it came up against a lot was Selesnya Enchantments. So this green-white, the wins in this green-white I think are against Domain. I think I won 1 game against Selesnya Enchantments because there's no disruption. So they just get a really powerful lifelinker, and you just have to let it happen, which doesn't feel particularly good. But it did very well against Domain and Azorius Control. So any of the board wipe strategies, this deck can rebuild from Sunfall very easily, continue the pressure. It did well against the mono black decks that we came up against. The Orzhov Midrange was a little bit trickier. Like if they have big threats that require removal, this deck doesn't have the answers for. So like if you're playing against mono black or black white and they play like the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger and you've got a 3/3 lifelinker, you just have to try to go wide enough that you can kill them. Same thing with like the cheap flyers with the Dimir Midrange with the drawing off of Gix and things like that was just too much value. But yeah, did really well against Domain, did really well against Azorius Control. So remember to hit like and subscribe for more near daily Magic the Gathering content. And as always, remember to place a vote on YouTube if you would like to vote on the next archetype. Every week I take a deck that you guys vote on and play 50 matches. So let me know what the next one you'd like to see is. And Happy New Year. I hope you've been enjoying the standard meta of 2023 as much as I have. And I will see you all later.